Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 106 of Isolate, Meditate, Create. My name is Jessica Lynn Johnson. I am the founder and CEO of Soaring Solo Studios. And Soaring Solo is a company dedicated to the direction and development of one person plays. So, welcome to IMC. The purpose of this experience is for us to come together in creativity and community and to do a little self-care, little writing, little meditating once a week to get through our weeks and get through the pandemic together. So please make sure you have something nearby you to write with and write on. After we're done meditating, we're going to jump into writing. And I also want to mention that sometimes these meditations and visualizations can be triggering. So if anything triggering does happen for you and you need to jump off the call, totally understand. If you need further resources beyond that, please feel free to email me at soaringsoloartist@gmail.com. I am connected to many health practitioners and therapists and things like that within the Soaring Solo community that I can connect you with. So your mental and emotional well-being matters greatly to me. So feel free to email me if you would like those resources. Okay, so let's go ahead and just close our eyes. And just start to let everything slow down. And just start to focus on your breath. And letting out on your exhale any tension or stress. And with every in breath, just picture that there is warm and nourishing light that is just filling every inch of your body. Really visualize that. Breathing deeper each time. You really try to set aside your to-do lists or personal dramas, your worries and concerns, and just be here now for the next 20 minutes. Just be in this experience, in this present moment. You can pick all of that up later if you want to, but just be here right now. And just be a neutral observer of any thoughts that are going through your mind. Just let them pass through, trying not to attach to them or judge them. Just let them go on their way. And do a body scan from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. And just notice where you might be carrying some tension or discomfort or even pain. Just breathe deeply into those places. Just really see that light entering those places and relaxing you. Just feel the energy of support that is available to you right now with everyone on this call showing up for creative community. Just bask in that for a moment. And now imagine that on every in breath, you are breathing in things that serve you, calling into your experience things that serve you and that fill your cup. Abundance, hope, forgiveness, kindness, talent, innovation, creativity, passion, love, curiosity, compassion, Whatever you need to bring into your life, just imagine on your in breath that you're calling that into your experience. With every out breath, release those things that do not serve you in this moment. Releasing your fears, your anxieties, your limited thinking or negative belief system, jealousy, comparison, smallness, unforgiveness, scarcity, fear. Let those things go on your out breath. Even if it's just for these 20 minutes, just let them go. Push them far outside of you on your out breath. So just continue to breathe in those things that serve you, exhale those things that do not. And now imagine that your breath is starting to transform and you're continuing to breathe in those things that serve you. But now in your out breath, imagine giving back to the world whatever it is you have to give. Giving back your talent, your creativity, your imagination, your support, your allyship, your love, your forgiveness, your kindness. Whatever you can give, just imagine on your out breath that you are giving back. So just continue in this cycle of breath, of giving and receiving. And in the next few moments, I'm going to guide you through visualization. So just trust whatever comes up for you. Keeping your eyes closed, your body relaxed, and your breath deep. Just go on this journey with me. I want you to call to mind an apology. An apology. Maybe this is an apology that you made. Maybe it's one you received. Maybe it's one that you feel you need to get or one that you need to give. But just bring to mind an apology. And as this memory surfaces, just want you to think of as many details as you can. When did it happen? Who else is involved? And if it hasn't happened yet, then use your imagination to see it happening. But just let the details of this moment flood in. And was this apology sincere? Did it feel sincere? And if it was or wasn't, just recall why or why not it did or did not feel sincere. And is there action surrounding this apology? Were there things that were done to make amends, things that need to be done still? What actions surrounded this apology to try to make things right? And is there forgiveness in this situation? Whoever was the person who is the victim of it or the person who is the wrongdoer, is there forgiveness in this situation? And how did this moment of apology change you or transform your life? And again, if it has yet to happen, if it's something you want to see happen in the future, imagine that change or that transformation that could take place. How did this apology change you or change your life? And just be in this reflection for another moment or two, seeing whatever your intuition or imagination wants to show you about this moment of apology. And taking another deep breath in. And on your exhale, slowly opening your eyes, coming back to this moment. And please reach for whatever it is you have to write with and write on. And I'm going to set my timer for 8 minutes. And I just want you to write about whatever came up for you. Maybe that's a letter of apology to someone else. Maybe that's venting something you want an apology for. Maybe it's a recollection of this scene between you and this other person or people. Maybe it's poetry or song lyrics. Um, Whatever comes up for you, just try to be as uncensored as you can, and I'll let you know when your 8 minutes are up. About 2.5 minutes left, 2.5 minutes. Just under a minute left. Okay, go ahead and wrap up your writing. And if you wrote it in a journal or scrap paper or something like that, I would encourage you to transcribe it into a document on your computer. So you're letting these pieces accumulate every week. And if your goal is to create a solo show, or you think that might be a possibility for you, that's a great way to start to see the pages add up and feel that sense of accomplishment. And I also encourage you to find someone who is safe and supportive to share what you've written. And there's a lot of people in the Soaring Solo community who are those kinds of people, those kinds of supportive artists. So feel free to set that up in the chat if there's someone you want to share with. Also, you'll notice in the chat, I put a bunch of announcements. We have a lot continuing to happen in our community. So first up, my free class, The Art of Creating the One-Person Play, is happening Saturday, February 27th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Again, totally free, no experience necessary. If you do want to bring something to perform to class, there is a prepared work section of class at the end, but you can also just show up having written nothing, and I will provide a writing prompt that you can share or not share with the group. So just RSVP at soaringSoloStudios.com. Again, that's soaringSoloStudios.com under events and free class, or you can also find it under free stuff. Let's see, and then the February Creating Captivating Characters Intensive with Soaring Solo instructor Heather Dowling is sold out. We're in it, we're in the thick of it, and it's happening tonight again, but we are now reserving March. So if you want to get your name on that short list to be a part of the intensive in March, we would love to have you, and I will let Heather tell you more about it.
Yeah, you guys, we're seeing so many beautiful things come to life as people discover that the characters who are helping them to share their story, to tell their story, um, can be the inspiration for so much writing. It's kind of it's a really fun way to get at it. I remember when I did my first show, I was so convinced I couldn't play characters, and that first show ended up having 40 characters in it because as I discovered the people that I wanted to be part of the story, sometimes having it come out of their mouth from their point of view and in their characterization gave me freedom to say and explore things that I might not have if it had just been me standing on a stage telling a story. So I've been really inspired by the work people have been doing by discovering the characters that want to tell their stories. And it's even if you don't have a lot written, it can actually work in reverse. It can tell you what there is to be written. And for those of you that have shows in progress, I've seen such gains with people getting clearer, more specific characterizations, even of things that are like an embodiment of inanimate things. I'm just seeing a lot more clear character work getting done. So we are having so much fun with it. I would love to see you in March. We only work with 8 people at a time. So if you think it's something you want to do, definitely get on the list with Jess quickly so we can get you in there.
Thanks, Heather. Yes, and that is happening on Wednesday nights, March 10th, 17th, and 24th, from 7 to 9:30 p.m. Pacific time. But we do have East Coasters who take it as well. It's a late night for them, but they're joining us. So email me at soringsoloartist@gmail.com for more information about that. And again, it's for anyone at any stage of the game. There are things to be learned in the intensive. Okay, and if you wanted to work with me one-on-one or in a power pair or small group, or you're like, what are power pairs and small groups? Email me at soringsoloartist@gmail.com and we can talk about availability and the different soaring solo options and offerings that there are, and if one of those would be a good fit for you. And then if you miss any of the IMC meditations, as soon as I'm done today, I always hop on YouTube and I put them on my YouTube channel. So you can watch all 106 of them over and over to your heart's content. So that is on my YouTube channel. I put the link in the chat. But if you're watching this back, it's Jessica Lynn Johnson, Soaring Solo LLC on YouTube. So you can find me there. My other Jessica Johnson YouTube is like puppy videos. So we'll know you're on the wrong one if you just see Ruby Peanut running around. Okay. And then tonight is Diana Varco's show Shattered. This is a critically acclaimed solo show, internationally toured. Diana is an exceptional character actor and writer and just brilliant artist, period. You do not want to miss her show. And it is part of Solo Fest, which is the largest solo theater festival, I think now in the entire country. It was on the West Coast, but I think we have now taken over the country. We're the biggest one. So you can catch that tonight. I put the ticket link in the chat. A large portion of the proceeds go to the Whitefire Theater to keep live theater alive. And right after the show, Diana and I are hosting a panel talk back with the focus of doubt. Self-doubt, doubt as an artist, doubt as a survivor of trauma. So Diana's show really centers around sexual trauma and other traumas that she survived in her life and thrived after. And while that is quite dark content, she is absolutely hysterical. So it's really an uplifting hour of theater. Yeah, and like I said, the talkback will be really wonderful as well. And Juliet Jeffers, a colleague of mine with the LA Women's Theater Festival, is also going to be sitting on that panel for discussion. So join us tonight. I think it's a 7 p.m. Pacific time start. And what else? Oh yeah, and then Solo Fest is well underway. We have 10 shows from the Soaring Solo community alone that are streaming in February, and a bunch more happening and live streaming in March. So all of that, or a good portion of that, is already up on my website, soaringSoloStudios.com under events. I think that's everything. If I forgot, I'll probably email blast you guys. But I'm gonna leave the chat up for a few moments if you wanna say hi to one another, but I'm hopping off. And again, I'll put this on YouTube later for you to check out. Have a wonderful hump day, everyone. Bye.